What is up, y'all? It's your girl K back with another video.
You was so in love, you weren't gonna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear, cause I had no idea.
Alright, so disclaimer. This video is not to bash anybody included in the story. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just telling the truth from my side, my opinion. And also, that intro that y'all just saw, none of the stuff in there is right. My Instagram ain't right, and nor is my YouTube channel name, as you can tell, it changed. So, I hopefully will get that fixed by the next video. Anyways, enjoy. What is up, y'all? And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time about my 1 year and some change long toxic ex situationship thing. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. Y'all will tell by this story, and also I got all these freaking notes. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm making sure I get all my facts straight, because I got dates and everything up in here. And yeah, and there's also separate story times within this one big long ass story time. There's a whole bunch of other ones. So if y'all want those, comment down below. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so to start this story off, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of some background information. So we're going to call, now mind y'all, there's this ex that I will bring up a lot in this story time. She is very important to this story. It's his ex. So we're going to call her May. We're going to call her May. And him, we're going to call him Apple Juice. Shoot. I know there's like a couple people that will know who I'm talking about when I tell this story, just from that name that I gave, but other than that, you're not gonna know who I'm talking about. So, to get some background information, me and this dude, I had known him before we started doing any messing around, got together, started dating, whatever. I had known him since I first moved to South Carolina, which was in 2019. So I'd known him since 2019, like August 2019. That's when I met him and stuff. So there was that. It was cool. I probably met him some months before that, but that's just the month I remember that we had added each other on Snapchat off my old Snap. Sorry about that. Off my old Snap. That's the one I remember. So after that, we was just friends. We was chilling. It was cool. And mind you, we met through May. So, yeah, we met through her. Also, not to mention, May is also my ex-best friend. Please don't come in these comments trying to drag me, talking about you dated your petty, da-da-da-da, you dated your ex-best friend's ex. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I already heard it. I don't want to hear it no more, because we're done. But anyways, so there was that. That's a little background information. So, and also, now to get into the real stuff, what y'all came here for, what y'all clicked on this video for. So before we started messing with each other, before we started talking, dating, whatever, it all kind of started with us having, like, he was kind of flirting or whatever. And you know, me being me, I was like flirting back. My little 14-year-old ass, I was flirting back because, like, you know, why not? I was bored. I didn't have else to do. And I also had got over a heartbreak. I was over one. So me and him, we was just flirting back and forth, texting on Snap. We started talking more. He was calling me love and all this other shit. It was kind of corny. Now I don't think about it, it was a little corny. Nigga was a cornball sitting there talking about some love. Like, boy, get the. And it was after we had this little deep conversation or whatever, because, you know, I'm good with my words. And don't mind that plate in the background, y'all. Just, like, act like it's not there. Anyways. So, after all that flirting and talking and stuff, he finally decided to ask me to be his girlfriend. So, on December 16th, 2020, we got together for the first time. Yes, I said first time. And everything was cool. Like everything was cool. We was chilling, we was cool, we was vibing. And we was just like, I thought the relationship was going pretty well. Until I noticed like he started sleeping all day. He started not sleeping at night. Like it was just real. It was weird as it was like his sleep patterns was weird. So I started getting suspicious. And my suspicions was right. Because then some girl texted me out of nowhere talking about some, oh, I'm dating this dude named da 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 da, and he's friends with Apple Juice. They're like homeboys or whatever. And I logged into my boyfriend's account and I see some messages between your boyfriend and my boyfriend, and he was basically like in the message he was basically talking about he was still like in love with his ex or whatever. So I sat there with and I had a conversation with him. The one time he was up during the day, texted him, we had a conversation, and we ended up breaking up after that. I'm not gonna cap to you, I was upset. I thought it was the end of the world. I was upset. I was crying and everything. Not thinking back, that shit was embarrassing. Hell no. So then this reminds you, this all happened. It was over the Christmas break, over the holiday break, whatever, from that December to January point. And so then we go back to school after that break, and I come back. He was all up on May, so I'm like, okay, cool. Like I wasn't stressing too much about it, like, but at the time I still had feelings. So I was like, yeah, I'm a little jealous because, you know, I'm just like that. I'm like that jealous kind of person and stuff like that. And pretty much, and he was still all up in my face acting like we ain't just break up. Because May never knew that we even dated in the first place. She never knew. Sucks for her. And we ended up getting back on good terms. Like we ended up getting back cool, talking or whatever, and we talked that shit out. So, and we just basically got back good. And mind you, all that happened within the month of January. You know what? Anyways, so, but yeah, all that mess happened in the month of January. And also, we started back flirting and stuff within the month of January. I should have known right then and there. Like, what's not clicking, Steven? Like, I should have known. Anyways. Okay, so we end up catching feelings for each other again. And you know what? I wrote this down in my notes because I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it because it's true. It, like, right now, thinking back to all this nigga was playing with my feelings. Because, mind you, he was also still in May's face while all of this shit was going on. We was flirting. We got back on good terms. Everything was cool. We was kissing at school and all that. Like, he was still doing all that. Like, he was still entertaining her. Like, what the fuck is you entertaining her for? Like, what is she gonna give you that I can't? Exactly. Crickets. So, like, he was kind of like trying to tell me and convince me that it was only me. So I was like, okay, cool. And he was just entertaining her or whatever because he didn't want her to get mad and all this other shit. You know what? Never mind. I don't even care. I hope y'all see it. Much love. So, but yeah, we was just calling each other bae and stuff like that. So, after that, mind y'all, this was all like, what I just told y'all was from December to February. So, a few months passed. We fast forward to June. Everything, all that still going on. So, we fast forward to June. And me And me and my cousins went to ATL. My aunt was there, my mom was there. Me and my cousin Sydney, Shamus, my aunt, and my mom, we went to ATL for Shamus's basketball tournament, whatever. And the last day, or like the second to last day of us being at ATL, we went to Six Flags under Georgia. So with that being said, we was going there, and mind you, me and him was still like on this like flirting type stuff. So while we was at Six Flags, my phone had died or something. I forgot what happened. My phone either died or my snap was tripping. I think my phone died. But so I asked my cousin if I could text Apple Juice on her phone, on her Snap, because I knew she had his Snap, but she didn't have his number. But so I was like, can I text Apple Juice on your phone on Snap real quick? So she was like, okay, cool, go ahead. So I took her phone, I texted him, and we kind of came up with this whole plan that we was gonna wait until summer ended. Like if summer ended, we went through summer ended, and we still had these feelings for each other, that we was gonna get back together. So like at the beginning of this school year, we would have got together. Okay? Obviously, because I'm telling this story time, some shit went wrong. So after that trip, I come back, we go back to school, and the last 2 weeks of school were going pretty, they was going pretty good, I guess you could say. May ended up finding out about me and Apple Juice. Obviously, she was pissed, she was mad, whatever. She said you're talking about some, she wanted to fight me, this, that, and the third. If y'all want a story time on that whole drama situation, comment down below. Or I might just tell it anyways, like later in a different video. So then, like, but he was still kind of like in her face though, trying to like make her feel better about it and everything else. Cause I'm not gonna cap to you, some of the shit that came out of her mouth was absolute bullshit. Like she was here talking about some, she was mad at me, but she wasn't mad at him, cause she expected that from him, but she ain't expect that from me. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Anyways, so on the second to last week of school, we both had to stay after school. Me and Apple Juice had to stay after school. I had a fitting for cheer, because if you don't know, I'm on my school's cheer team, and he had basketball workouts after school. So it was like, okay, cool. I went into the gym. I had to go back into the gym. I had to charge my phone, whatever. He had a charger. To make a long story short, things escalated very quickly. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So things escalated quickly. Anyways, so that was that on that. If y'all want a story time on that, comment down below. But that was the day that we got back together for the second time, round 2. We went for round 2. We got back together on June 5th, 2021. That's when we got back together. I'm telling y'all, I got dates. But now I'm sitting here thinking, like, what happened to the original plan? Y'all remember whenever I was telling y'all about the plan we had texted and talked about we were going to get back together after summer was over? Like, what happened to the original plot of the movie? Like, what happened? Director, producer, what happened? So, we was in this relationship for like a month. I think it's some change, maybe 2 months. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I ended up finding out that he cheated on me on June 19th. I was actually in ATL staying at my aunt's house because me and my mom was about to go back home to Florida, and I found out that he cheated on me. Not just with one female, not 2, not 3, but over 10. Just know it was given very much, what are you doing? And guess what my dumb ass did? I stayed. But not for long though, so Well, actually, I kind of did stick alone. Anyways, so yeah, June 19th, that's when I found out everything. If y'all want a story time on how I found out, because that's a whole nother situation, comment down below if y'all want that story time. But it was, so in July, it was like a month, it's like not even a month. Dang, I forgot. I done forgot all the, like, I might have the date wrong on when I found out he cheated. I don't know exactly, but I know for a fact that I did find out in like June, because it was before I ended up making it to Florida. So I made it to Florida. I was at my grandma's house, and it was in July. Like, I was still kind of in the dumps about it. Like, I was upset about it. I had already cried about it, whatever. But, like, you can't cry forever. So, like, I cried about it for that one night, pulled my shit together, got my shit together, and I moved on with my day, with my night. Yeah, it still, like, hurt my chest. Like, I had them pains in my chest and shit, you know. So, July 4th roll around, and I was back home, and I ended up hanging out. Mind y'all, we literally just hung out. We was chilling, we was vibing, we shot some fireworks, whatever. I hung out with, we're not going to say his name because that's not y'all business, but my now current boyfriend. We hung out July 4th at, like, in our neighborhood. Then we just hung out, we shot some fireworks, we rode around the neighborhood, looked at other fireworks, and everything was cool. We was chilling, we was vibing, like, everything was great. Like, that was, like, a really good day for me, or a good night. And fast forward, I go back home, and I'm back in South Carolina. I ended up, on July 9th, I ended up breaking up with Apple Juice. And my current boyfriend was there for me, like, the whole time. Like, he was just sitting there, you know, trying to, like, give me advice about the situation and how to deal with it and how to cope with it. Like, period. But, as most people would be, Apple Juice was upset. He was devastated. Because you want to know why? Females don't break up with him. He break up with females. So, I broke up with him, and it was because most females just sit there and deal with it. Like, no, because I did not trust him anymore after that. So, I'm not finna stay in a relationship where I don't feel secure. And he was basically kind of, like, guilt-tripping me and trying to make himself seem like the victim in the situation. And I'm not gonna say he was gaslighting me, but like he was gaslighting me in a sense, because he was kind of making it seem like, oh, well, you didn't have to break up with me. We could have just talked about it. We could have just did it. Like, boy, no, hell. And he was making me feel bad for breaking up with him and all this other stuff. So it was like, okay. So fast forward a little bit more, we back on good terms as usual. Then school starts back up. This school year starts back up in August. So we started school back up. You know, he was back on his, like, friendly stuff. He was sitting there, you know, and on the first day of school, I'll insert, like, no, if you go to my first day of school, get ready with me, I'll put, like, in the iCards up here. Y'all go watch that video, and y'all could see what I was wearing, see my fit. It was cute. But it was basic, but it was cute, honey. I was giving the girls with the thigh long braids. It was giving, like, period. So, yeah, we ended up getting back on good terms. We was, like, talking. He was back on, like, his friendly stuff. And yeah. Eventually, and then if you fast forward some more, like, we kept doing all the flirting, we went back to kissing and stuff at school, whatever, you know, and eventually we started hanging out. In the month of October, we started hanging out outside of school, and we went to this party. And then, but we're not gonna talk about what happened at the party. Y'all ain't even finna get a story time on that. We ain't gonna speak on it. And we ended up going to Scarowinds together that next weekend. Scarowinds, if you don't live in North Carolina, South Carolina, you don't know what Carowinds is. Carowinds is an amusement park that kind of is on the border, literally on the border of North and South Carolina. Like one side of the park is in North Carolina, the other side is in South Carolina. And for like Halloween, Christmas, and all these other seasons of holidays, they decorate the park. So Scarowinds, October, Halloween, you get it. And I'm not much sure exactly which day it was. I'm pretty sure it was the first day we went. No, it was the second day we went. The second day we went to Scarowinds, that's when me and him admitted to having feelings for each other again. Oh my gosh. Yes, we admitted to it. And we was just doing all like the couple stuff. We was walking through the park holding hands, kissing and all up on each other at the park. Mind you, still not in a relationship. Girl, what were you doing? What were you thinking? Don't let no boy entertain y'all like that. Anyways, we ended up going back again. We went back to school on the same stuff we was on before, like we was on the school year before. We wasn't together, but we was still kissing and stuff. The thing was, my dumb tail, I used to walk around school talking about where's Bae? That's my Bae. Oh, Bae right there. Like, girl, shut up. And also, can we please? Oh, here's the thing. When we went to that party, like, he was supposedly supposed to be talking to another girl. So, like, and was still kind of talking to this girl whenever we was still doing what we was doing in school. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, make up your mind. I ain't no side piece. I'm the main dish. What are you doing? So then we figured all that out because I ended up finding out about it, like finding out the truth, the real nitty gritty, what was going on. And November rolled around. November was his birthday month, and this is when we was like in this weird situationship, like regular, basically what had been going on for the longest. We was in this weird situationship type of thing, and I went with him for his birthday. I was with him on his birthday. And we was like out. We went to a bowling alley and we went to an escape room with his family and like some of his friends. But the thing is, I knew his friends. Like, I knew them. I knew all these females. I knew who they were. And then it was like, I think a week or two after his birthday, I kind of like broke it to him. I was like, I'm tired of waiting for you. Like, I'm tired of waiting on you. I'm tired of waiting for you to get your together, because that's the reason that he told me that's why we wasn't getting together. He was like, whenever I get myself together, we can get together. I was tired of waiting. I had been waiting for months for this dude to get his stuff together, and I was tired of it. Like, it was getting exhausting. Like, I'm sitting here like swerving all these dudes that will treat me better than you, and I'm sitting here waiting on you just because you don't got your stuff together. Like, dude, what? I got my stuff together. Let me live my life because I got my stuff together. Let me do what I want to do. And I basically told him I was done with him. I was like, when you really, really, really get your together, then we could get together. Like, but I'm not gonna be sitting here waiting on you, acting like we in a relationship when we not. Type stuff. Like, I sat there and told him that. And then December come. And like, me and my current boyfriend, mind y'all, me and him, this was before we actually ended up getting together. We was like talking, like we was friends, we was cool, we was like, that was game right there. Like, we was chilling, we was talking, cooling, whatever. Because we was just excited because we got to see each other in December, because that's whenever I was coming back home to Florida, and that's whenever he was coming back home to Florida too, to go to his mom's house, whatever. Like, we was excited to see each other. So, and over the break, that's when in my mind I started coming up with my head. I was like, yeah, I'm done with apple juice. I'm done with him completely. So he's done for. Push him aside. We're done. And I told him that, and because I was again thinking, I'm like, I got a nigga right here, my current boyfriend, who would treat me 10 times better than you. Like, he's not gonna cheat on me, he's not gonna sit up here and lie to me, he's not gonna gaslight me, he's not gonna sit there and try and guilt trip me, he's not gonna make me feel bad, especially for something that he caused or that you caused. He's not gonna make me feel bad for it, for like acting on it and making my decision about it, type stuff. So, like, he's gonna do right by me, like he's gonna do what a boyfriend is supposed to do and stuff. So I completely ended that stuff with apple juice. And me and my current boyfriend got together, and now apple juice is blocked, and that toxic cycle has ended because my boyfriend ain't going nowhere. Period. Alright, so that was it for this story time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell if y'all want to get notified every single time I post a video. Because, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got some story times I could tell now. I got some stories. And yeah, but I hope y'all enjoy.